Also curious if we actually get an on-hit Varus, because you're playing into Ornn. It's a really tanky team for top esports, and one that, frankly, on-hit Varus could somewhat interact with. So I'm curious if the Braum actually indexes Viper to go on-hit.
6-9's tower, and that's going to reward him a decent little chunk of a gold lead.
Dragon's been started, but Shun's going to be here. They know it's been pulled out.
Half HP. Shun looking to approach. Throws out the Comet Spear.
It's
that was fully charged,
BLG.
but doesn't find a target. Yeah. They will smite it down, and BLG thinks better of participating in this skirmish. Doesn't have enough damage to kill off Knight, but does create a favorable trade for himself while he's still got members in the bottom river.
He's just doing that on timers. He's going to have it up for Grubs. Nio, though, does ding 6. Going to get Shun.
Yeah, but already Shockwave coming through onto Cream. Cream going to be taken very low. A flash in from Shun, but doesn't end up connecting the Comet Spear yet again. A flash in from Nio, but he's going to fall on down. Cream very low on HP as well. Fungyue can't even finish off the crash down in time. Cream doing his best, trying to pump out damage with the kunai, but he's going to fall down. And Viper able to clean up the rest on Dejachi. 4 for 1 BLG. Be rocking it a little bit more once he is able to get on towards that rod of ages, but he's most of the way there.
Where's our cream of the crop gauge at? Right, is it still out of 3? Yeah, it's still out of 3. Okay, it's not looking great at the moment. As cream of the crop's not going well for him in the mid lane. It's not going well for top esports in the bottom lane either. As some of the LDL power here, Gordo, not paying off. That's an easy kill for BLG. Even that dragon that top esports was able to get, I feel like BLG were kind of posturing. Just because it would have denied CS away? Okay. Well, that's a freebie. Yeah.
Well done. Yeah, the Call of the Forge God can't clear out the wave in time. And in comes Grand Starfall to clean up another one. The solo lanes of BLG starting to run away with it. And these are the veteran players from top esports we were saying we needed to step up. Game number 1, not going their way.
Pantheon timer to take away that flash. And that ult trade that Cream had was just not it.
Yeah, they're just going to take this fight onto Fungyue, and he's going to fall down right off the bat. Public Execution connects on the backside, but the rest of the damage of BLG, it's just too much to handle. No chance of executing a carry for Cream, as he'll be curdled. 3 kills over to BLG as they claim themselves the map.
Like, you know what? This is Ultra Prime. We don't feel like this is going to be that close. Yeah, this is more not... As he is opening up almost full 2-level lead over Cream. Cream just picked up that wave, but it's pretty much a level and a half in Knight's favor. And no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, Knight's at over 10 CS per minute, of course, and is not showing any signs of slowing down. As you said there, he is just bullying the Assassin in the one-on-one and roll. It's on them to make a major mistake and let top esports back into this game. And so far, not looking like that's going to present itself, although Bin trying to get a little aggressive, has to flash away from the public execution. But that's both like ultimates on cooldown, and here comes the cavalry. Shun ulties in off the Grand Starfall, and they will be able to take down top lane turret.
I mean, Knight TP'd up here, and they can continue the push as Knight. As first one to learn, Jachi no flash.
Yeah, he's... Definitely don't get hit by the shockwave, and it looks like that's a lesson he's already taken to heart. But now without access to that summoner, going to just be all the more vulnerable for follow-up fights. This next dragon, in the eyes of BLG, top esports, having already gotten themselves 2. You know, this would be something to play for. They're going to try to jump on a Bin. He doesn't have access to the Dominus, but he does have access to a very powerful Knight coming to help him out on the flank. But still, it's basically a 4 versus 2. Bin falling lower and lower. They will finally be able to get Nio on top of him, but now here's an assassination attempt on towards the assassin herself. Cream falls below half HP, but will be able to hide out in the fog and get themselves out to safety.
That's
can't
actually
be just
Freak's
his fault.
Yeah, Freak gave him 6, therefore Freak baited him in.
I'm with that. Yeah, that checks out to me.
And Marksman's buffed. I mean, Freak's a Marksman main, guys. Marksman got buffed this patch. Like,
point is that it's not new, not that it's not deserved or needs to be more powerful, I think.
Yeah.
But,
you know.
I mean, inner turret, by the way, still worth a boatload of gold, about to fall down to BLG. They get themselves another 1,000 in the bank or so.
Inner turret does fall. 369 TPing to his own inner turret as BLG has knocked down this inner and is rotating to at least pressure the last one as Bin gets a plate for himself. Gonna maybe be going on Cream here as he's the same level as the enemy mid.
stepping on up, turret falling lower and lower, getting these bags of gold attached to each of the plates. Shun coming in on the side, finds a stun on a Cream. Cream down below half. Chains of Corruption goes wide. We're just chucking ultimates wherever on the BLG side this game. And yeah, starting off onto it, looks like they should be able to grab this one uncontested. Would be inadvisable for Top Esports to show up to this. And then, and only then, maybe we'll get to see an attempt at this early Baron. 10k gold lead. Doesn't get much better than this for BLG. Fengyue trying to take the engage onto the opposing support, but On going to be able to absorb that without too much pressure. Now Shun showing on up with the stun. Will get the first kill of the fight. Cream exhausted. Flash forward from Shun, holding down the Akali. Follow-up stun from Bin. Cream going to be able to sneak his way away in time. Knight flashes forward. Can't find a shockwave target, but 369 left out
June's
to dry. Shun was able to hunt down Cream. Finally, he'll drop down to Yachi's damage, but Nayo up next on the menu, trying to fall back to the tower, but Knight will hunt him down, and Knight will claim another kill. 4 fall for Top Esports, and soon so will their base.
Who needs Baron endgame if you're BLG? Just, you know, drop all your ports, drop all your alts, and be just okay. As BLG, you know what? I think on one hand, this is the BLG that we're used to seeing. It's good to see them in the new year to really cover for that. I think it's more so on the two teammates that were playing with Kanavi for the past 2 years that needs to bring some of what Kanavi brought to that team and do so for Top Esports. It's just clear that that's missing from Top. The direction is missing. I know that this game got out of control early on, but oh, hold on.
Breaking out now. Shun still at pretty high HP thanks to the invulnerability. And here comes Bin on the flank. One falls down, and Cream trying to find an execution target, but nobody getting even remotely low enough for that to be a possibility. BLG clean up 3 once again. Do not lose a single body. And now it's time for the Baron, but it's after 25 minutes, Cubby. It very well may have forgotten about the respawn timer.
Well, I didn't forget about the enemy jungler, as Nayo is going to fall to that Orianna. And, I mean, kind of returning to what I was saying before. Like, again, guys, Top Esports, this is a team that ran through Kanavi.
As for those dragons, and they have been well and truly prevented from doing just that. Nayo can't find any angles to get into these fights, and now I just don't think they do enough damage, right? Even if they find the perfect engage, it's going to take somebody to half HP, and then they're going to be wiped before they can say much about it. Bin finds the stun onto Nayo. He tries to dangle out the public execution, but nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Knight will take him down for his 5th kill of the game as the inhibitors start to fall, and here comes Grand Starfall. Shun isolates Cream, forces him back into the fountain. Fengyue going to fall down tonight for an unofficial double kill in the extended trade. Jiachi throws down the curtains, but will not be able to make anybody drop away. It's going to be a clean fight from BLG, a fountain dive from Bin, looking for the clean ace, and BLG will find it as they close out game number 1.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.